Hi guys, Squirrel here, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Stranded Deep little Let's Play. It's 10 AM, the hydration bars are going down. It's time to start thinking about water and distilling water and that kind of thing. But it's also time to build a little store because we don't need to carry everything around. So, I'm going to start by putting some tarp down. One here and one here. Now one thing I've kind of found tarp is useful for when it falls on the ground properly, there we go, is, well, not just construction, but you can actually use it to store those really small things that you really care about but can't find very easily. For example, carburetors. You can put those on the ground, and we've left our torch over here, so we'll kind of pick that up and we'll put that down here. So this can be the kind of useful item stand. Now there's one knife though, its durability was down to 62%, but we have this other one, which I'll leave here, like that. So now we just have the 62% durability one, we don't need to carry those around. And buckets, very, very, very useful. We're going to use those shortly, we'll leave those there like that. And then wood, I mean, you can stockpile, you know, wood and stuff anywhere you like, really. We can just put that over here, for example. We don't need to carry it round. As I showed you earlier, as long as you're in the vicinity of it, you'll be able to use it to build things with. So we'll just kind of dump that there. There's a rock over here, so we'll grab that. I've not actually looked around this island at all, so we're going to have to do that at some... Oh, planks. Planks are nice. Planks are just one thing that you can use to build items out of. Let's put our rock over here. We'll put the plank over there. There you go. There is actually a rock under there. Right. We need to build a fire and a fire pit, so let's get the campfire going. We need some sticks for that, so I'm thinking, you know, we would have our fire out here somewhere, close to where we're sleeping, maybe like here. That's the campfire. Now what I want to do is upgrade that to a campfire pit, and for that we need a campfire, which we have, and 3 rocks, which we don't have, we only have 1 rock. So what we do is we're going to have a quick little scavenge around the island, and see if we can find ourselves some rocks. Remember I said to you about converting rocks into stone tools? You don't want to do all of them, because when it comes to campfires, you do need these rocks. And this is why. Okay, we've now got 3 rocks here, and look, there is a shipwreck and another island, which we know is in a different direction, because that's where we came from, and we know that because we left the dinghy there. So that's a future island to look at, and that is a shipwreck we can also go and look at. And boy, would I love to find a compass one day. Let's pick this up. Okay, right, campfire pit we can now build. And if you go over to your campfire, you'll see it kind of locks around it and builds it like that. So now we've got a campfire pit. Now the reason the campfire pit is useful is because you can basically load it up with wood and you can make it bigger. So if you get yourself fire sticks, what you can do is add more wood onto it and make the thing bigger, and it'll burn a lot longer. But the other thing we want is a... Well, there's a couple of things we need. One is a solar still. We need to build this fairly quickly. For that, we're going to need some more rocks again. So let's quickly go out and have a look. Get that in my hand. We'll go this way this time. See if we can find any rocks this way. The still takes time to gather water, but it's a very reliable source of water. It doesn't require you to tend it as such. It will just sit there and do its thing, but if it fills up, then... Wow, look at all this driftwood here. If it fills up, then it won't produce any more. Now here is some corrugated scrap. You can use corrugated scrap in your building, so for example you could give yourself a metal door or a metal roof. Again, I don't think there's any kind of functional difference at the moment. I think it's just a visual difference. There's actually a tarp there as well, but not finding rock. I'm finding everything but rock right now. This is a big old beach, look at this. Starfish, you can't eat starfish, either in the game or in real life. But you can eat crabs. But we would need to build ourselves a spit to eat a crab. All this beach and not one rock, are you kidding me, game? Seriously? I'm running for miles here. Busting a gut. Getting more and more thirsty. We'll have to use the fruit to keep us. Did we keep any fruit with us? We did. Let me, Okay, that'll keep us going. That's why fruit is useful. If you do see any, just grab it. You know, take it with you. It's not that common, but it is around. Well, it looks like this is going to be the rockless island, which is great. I just happen to want to build a base on an island with no rock. Fantastic. And what do I need? I need rock. There's one. Finally. 1 rock, 2 rock. Because your rock kind of weighs the tarp down, so that's why, you know, you do need it. And obviously to build a fire, which we've built now. Okay, I think we've just run the perimeter of the island, and I've managed to find all the rock I can. Ah, here you go, some more here. Nice, 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 nice. Thank you, game. Thank you, that is so much better. There's loads here. So, as I say, things are being washed on the beach all the time. I think our inventory's got to be pretty full right now. Okay, let's head back. But yeah, hydration and food levels are the main thing. Now, I've not seen a snake yet. Doesn't mean to say there isn't one, but we've not seen one yet. Unlike on the starter island, always has one, it seems. A solar still or a water thingy. Now, with this, we need a whole bunch of lashing and a fire pit. A fire pit is something that we do have a fire pit. Why is it? Oh, I see. Yeah, because we need to build the spit on top, I think, and then we build the water on top of that. So we build this if we want food. Food's not the critical factor right now. Water is. So we'll build our solar still, but we'll kind of build it out the way because we don't need to have it where we are right now. So we'll have it. Where's the right? The shelter's. We'll have it behind the shelter. So we'll build it over here like that. I don't think it really matters where you build it, but you notice you need a bucket, so that's going to consume one of our buckets here. There you go. There's a bucket there, and it's consumed a tarp as well. So one of our tarps has gone, and one of our buckets has gone, you see? If we want to build another one, we can do that, and I think I might just do that. So we're going to use both of our buckets, like this, and that's going to... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you why I'm not going to do that, because when this collects water, in order to collect the water from it, you need a container, I think. I don't think you can just drink straight from this. I could be wrong about that. But I don't want to take the chance. I've only got one more spare bucket here. And I don't want to use it in that thing, because once you've built one of these, right, this is the annoying thing about the game. And I think this needs to change. I cannot disassemble this back into its component parts. And I think I should be able to, personally. But this tarp seems to me like something I should be able to get back. Same with the rocks, same with the bucket. You can't. If you whack this, it'll just destroy. And you don't get anything back. And that I find a little bit annoying. So I'd like them to change that. Okay, what we can do is think about food then. So we can build a spit by building some lashing. I don't know if I collected enough stuff for that. No, I didn't. So let's go and grab some lashing. We're looking for yucca plants. We've already taken that one. There's one. Because that way we can build a spear and we can go and grab a crab and cook meat. Now, the way the game works is, in terms of meat and stuff, you can swim out to sea with a spear, get yourself some fish. You can get the crabs with your spear. And you can, if you kill that little boar that's running around, you can get that. Perhaps with the spear, because he's a bit quick. Really? Okay, let me put this. I don't know why I've got this. Oh, it's because I picked it up earlier. We picked up another one. Let's put that down. There we go. Let's grab that. Don't want to waste anything. Right, there's a fruit. Wonderful. And there's another one. Wonderful. And what we'll do now is we'll make... The other thing I'd like to be able to do is to build more than one thing at a time. Like, I just want to say, build me 3 lashings and not have to do that. Okay. Yeah, and when you've got the meat, like off the boar or off a snake even, you can kill a snake, you need to get your knife and gut it. You need to skin it, and that will get the meat from it. That will fit nicely on there. So, you can hang a bucket in there, and boil things, or you can get food. Tell you what, we don't have a spear yet, do we? Let's grab a spear. Can we get a spear? 1 stone tool and 1 more lashing, which I can't build. Perhaps build a stone tool. We can build a stone tool. We'll put that there. You see how easy these things... Look how hard that is to spot. It's incredibly difficult to see that stone tool. Look at that. Let me go and get some more lashing. We'll build a spear, and then we'll see if we can... Actually, you know what? Scrap that idea. What's the time? Let me go and have a quick look in this shipwreck before the sun sets. We'll have a quick look outside. Now, this is ideal where you'd want to take a spear with you because, like I say, you can get yourself some fish doing this in the water. And also, if a shark just happens to be around, well, you can have a go at defending yourself. Right, let's get up on top. Come on, up you get. Up you get. Thank you. Toolbox, duct tape, okay? Duct tape useful for sticking things together. All we're missing is some WD-40 and we can build anything. Anything there? Bucket, nice. Bucket seawater, funnily enough. Torch, wow, 2 torches. A propeller. A propeller, wow. Okay. That's another component of an engine. Can we get on top of the roof? Have we got anything I can throw? Or do we just swim back? Oh, do you know what? I should have left the flipping morphine. Okay, I think we've got enough time. Come on. Not a very quick swimmer. Let me dump some things here for a second. And then we can carry some more stuff. Let me drop these wood. Get rid of that wood. Pick that up. Okay, that should be enough. We should be able to loot this before it goes dark, I think. But in any event, we've just got ourselves a torch. So it doesn't really matter anymore because we can see at night. Now the torches in this game and the lanterns and that kind of thing, they don't seem to run out of any... Wow, another morphine. They don't seem to run out of power. Because... Well, I'm guessing they'll change that at some point. My guess would be that later on they'll make it so that you need to find batteries. And then the batteries will wear down. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe you can find components to make a solar charge. They could just go to town on this whole thing. What is that? A rock. Okay, I can grab some of this wood. But not all of it. So we'll go back over here. That should start to collect water soon. Shouldn't take it too long. Let me put the morphine. Okay, put the knife down first. We'll put the morphine on here because that's one of those things that we don't need to worry massively about. Put the wood there. And you can see it's going dark, so let me just grab my... Where's my knife gone? No! What did I do with my knife? There it is. Let's grab the wooden stick as well. Have we still got the torch? We have still got the torch. Right, wooden stick can go over here. Kindling we don't have. We're going to need some kindling if we want to build a campfire tonight. Yeah, sun's gone down. So that is approximately west. Approximately. Now what we could do, we could, you know, get wooden sticks and do something. You can't, annoyingly, what you can't do is draw in the sand or make sticks and lay them out nicely so you could point like an arrow going west. That would be really nice if you could do that. But currently the game doesn't let you do it. Let's grab these sticks. But the lighting of this game is just really, really good. I don't know what engine it uses. It kind of feels like an Unreal Engine, maybe. I think we're going to be eating fruit tonight. Okay, let's have a look at what we need for kindling is wooden sticks, I think. So we'll grab some kindling. Put that on the ground, pick that up. Switch to the kindling, and then annoyingly you have to do this in the dark. However, I think what you can do is... Oh, it doesn't work. With the lantern, you can leave it lit and drop it on the floor. And it'll stay lit. The lantern's really, really useful for that. It's like a solar-powered lantern. And you kind of hold it in your hand like a lantern. But when you put it on the ground, it stays lit. The torch doesn't seem to do that. So you can use the lantern as a portable light source, which is fantastically useful. There we go. We've got our fire now. So let's leave the kindling over here. We want to carry that around. We'll leave the wood over there in a big pile. The fibrous leaves we want to convert. Now the scrap wood, we can put that in our little wood pile. And the scrap metal we'll put over here on a slightly separate pile. We can use that in our building. Now we must be getting pretty dehydrated here. And we are. I don't suppose that's going to be water yet. Nope, not yet. So I think what we'll do is... Our food level has not gone down. That is amazing. Why are we not even hungry yet? We've got an entire day. I suppose we've been eating a bit of fruit. That's probably kept topping us out, hasn't it? You can see our sleep bar's coming down, though. So we're going to have to sleep soon-ish. And given the time, we could probably last through the night and then sleep in the tomorrow evening or maybe in the morning. I'm not sure. Or we could just go to sleep and get through the night. There's actually some more stuff, though. We could go for a loot. That's the other thing we could do. Go and grab the rest of what's on this island. Use it to build some stuff. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is grab some coconut. Ah, the bats are here. Okay, I just picked that up before I'd finished making it into drinkable. Like that. So we'll switch back to... You see how they don't stack because one's drinkable and one isn't. There we go. When they're all drinkable, they all stack. And if you see, when you hover over it, it says 1 food serving. So we'll drink that. Don't think... There you go. Oh wow, that went to 5 bars and then immediately fell down again. Look at that! That is amazing. I am a god of physics. Look at this. How hard would it be to throw 3 coconuts on the ground and stack them all like that? Pretty difficult, I would expect. Now, notice this has managed to hydrate some water, so I'm going to try and drink from it. Let's have a look at our bar. 4 bars. Yeah, you see how you can't take from it? But with a bucket, I actually found another one, didn't I? With a bucket, what I can do is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so what... You're probably wondering what just happened. Let me tell you what just happened. The bucket that I picked up was the one that we got from the boat, and it still had seawater in it. So when I clicked with it, with my mouse, it used the bucket of seawater. In other words, what I did was drank seawater. You can see it's still got seawater in it. It's got 5 servings of seawater. So what I need to do is chuck that on the floor. Actually need to try get it to all fall out. Now it's an empty bucket, you see. However, in a real stunning kind of twist of fate, I drank seawater and then clicked on this, which then put the nice clean water into the space that I've just provided by drinking some out of the bucket. So I just wasted that water and drank seawater, which made me feel ill and vomit. And when you vomit, any kind of benefit you got from fresh water or food recently is extinguished because what's in your stomach has just come back up again. So, GG, go me. Live and learn. Right, we have 2 buckets, which means I could build another solar still. Or we could build one of those things for converting water, which are very handy. Let me have a look how much they are. Water, right. Fire spit. I'd need some more lashing to do it, but other than that, I could actually build one. That would consume both of our buckets. However, one of them, actually both still removable, so it's worth doing. It doesn't waste anything. Can we build a spear? I'd really like to build a spear. Lashing. Have we got any lashing? No. Okay. We need to get more lashing, which we can do by pounding these guys. Which will, of course, stop them from growing up into being full-size trees. That will eventually grow back on the yucca plants. They do grow back, which is nice. Do you know, I don't know whether to keep him as a companion, or whether... I say companion, he always runs away from me. But he's like somebody else that lives on the island with me. Do we keep him, guys? Actually, you guys decide. You guys decide. Do we keep him? Or do we have bacon sandwiches? Let me know in the comments. Keep him or kill him. He'll only run away. We could name him. If we're going to keep him, we can give him a name. Not that he'll know he's got a name. But we'll know he's got a name. We can perhaps call him Jeff or something like that. Or if he's actually a boar, we could... Maybe his name should begin with B. I don't like Billy the Boar. That sounds a bit ridiculous. Brendan. Brendan the Boar. We could call him Brendan the Boar. What a stupid name. Oh my god. Brendan the Boar. Okay, let me build some... Yeah, maybe you guys should come up with that name, because clearly I'm not doing very well there, so... Okay, what have we got now? Campfire spit requires... Ah, we've got it, okay. So we can build a campfire spit, but we don't need to because I've already got one. Can we build that thing? One more lashing. I think I can build one more lashing. No! I'm one piece of fibrous plant away. You will do. So you see how the bats, like, they come by, but because we're on a big island, they kind of, they move on quite a lot, and they're not so irritating. That's the advantage of being on a bigger island. Right, water distiller. Let's do this. There you go. So you just kind of move it up, and then click on it like that. Now, what you need for this is one empty bucket, so we'll get that. And you put the empty bucket on top. Like that. Okay? And then the other bucket, we need to fill with seawater. So what we do is we go out here. And kind of try and fill it with seawater like that. I think that filled it. And we put that on the bottom spit part. Okay, that's empty. GG game. Even just, I blatantly just sat in some water, apparently. So I'm crouching in it and everything. I think you have to, I don't know. I can't work out how you do this. The only way I know of is to more or less go swimming. Like if I submerge myself. Jeez, how shallow is this water? Is that full yet? See, it's still empty. It's ridiculous. Maybe if I do that. It's still empty. It's still empty. What? No, no, don't drink. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, I don't get this. How can this be empty? I think it's bugged, you know. How can it be empty, and yet I just drank from it, and it clearly had, it made me ill, so it must have water in it. In fact, I'm kind of looking down at it. See, the weird thing is you can see your feet, and you can see our sort of ragged trousers. But you can't actually see if you've got... This is crazy. Water in though. Let's just see what happens. I've got a feeling it might be bugged. Sometimes it's bugged and it'll actually have water in, but it doesn't show it. I drank from it, and it clearly had water in it because it made me ill. Dang it, game. Why did you use that tarp and not that one? Okay, so what you can do is drag things around. So we'll drag that onto there like that. So we have a carburettor. This is cool, actually. We have a carburettor. 2 of them. Put a torch over there. Put the morphine. Not exactly sure what the morphine is for. Obviously it's a medicine. But it's a very specific kind of medicine. which is effectively like a painkiller that gets you high. So I'm not really sure what we'd use it for. Maybe if you get bit by a shark or something. So yeah, we've used both buckets, but remember this one is empty, so we could remove it and take water from here. So we've not actually consumed the bucket. We've just kind of repurposed it. Okay, what else have we got? Can we make a spear? Not yet. We need lashing. Have we got a lot of stuff here? Stuff we can drop on the ground. Let's drop some rocks over here. Let's drop them by this rock. This can be the rock pile. We'll not eat that just yet. We'll put the propeller down. We don't want to carry that around. So we've got components we need for an engine. This is really cool, actually. This is shaping up towards an engine. How do we build an engine? In here. Is it in here? Propulsion. There you go. So for that we need an engine pump, which apparently we have 2 of. Hey, how do we have 2 engine pumps? Okay, we have a propeller, we have duct tape. We need an engine canister and an actual engine block. But other than that, we could actually build a motorboat. How cool is that? Right, let's go on the scavenge. Let's grab some more stuff. What time of day is it? 1:40 AM. I believe there was some driftwood that we can carry back. There's one. Now we can use driftwood and start working on a base, like a proper base kind of thing. Now this driftwood pile is interesting because what you have to do with the driftwood pile is you give it a smack and it breaks it up into driftwood, which of course you can then break up further into driftwood logs, which you can use to build. So piles are like, there you go, so you get 1, 2. Now these things are quite big, so you notice that they're like 1 per backpack slot, these guys, because they break up into lots of smaller pieces, but there's a lot of them around. Let's go back. There's a lot of them around, which means we could chop them up and start working on a driftwood base. We could at least build a little jetty, which would make it a bit easier for us to get in and out of the water. Something low enough that we can just kind of drag the boat onto. Let's put it over here. We switch to that, and then we start throwing driftwood everywhere in a very organised fashion. There we go. We'll need to work on those later. There's 2 more over here. Now, either they just spawned, or I missed them, or more likely, he threw them a mile, which he often does. Just drag it over there. Look at that. It has the beginnings of a shelter. Let's go back to the knife. If we see any yucca as well on the way, like that, I think we should grab it. I should probably take my torch with me, to be honest. I'm doing this the hard way. Although the moonlight is actually still quite bright. Is that one? Yep. That's all the yucca from that. So rocks, wood, corrugated metal, anything like that we can use to fashion other things with. I'd like to build a spear. What are the components of a spear? I think there were wood and stone tools. And some lashing, yeah, okay. So we've got the lashing now. Blimey, is that another driftwood pile? This thing has got a lot of driftwood on it. You need to keep your eye on the state of your items though, because if I, for example, if my axe suddenly durability becomes 0, I'm going to need stone to make a stone tool to make another one. And if I've used all my stone, I'm going to be stuck without an axe. And you need stone. So then your only alternative is to get lucky, as in sleep and try and get some more stone, or take a trip to another island and get some stone from there. What do we like here? 2 slots. Okay, we can get 2 of these guys. We have loads and loads of driftwood on this island. This is amazing. Come on, break up. Because this axe has got to stop. Got to be close to being worn out now. What are we on? So the knife is close, but I'm not worried about the knife because we've got a spare one. Let's drag this guy. So in a way, this is like a cheat in a way because I've got my backpack full. I've got something in my hand and I'm dragging an item. But why not? That fire, by the way, like I said, we can actually put some more wood on that. Let's do that, in fact. You need wooden logs for it. Or driftwood logs, anything like that. In fact, I think driftwood logs are probably the best thing to put on. So let's use that, because driftwood logs are inferior to wood logs. I mean, I would expect them with this game, I would expect them to at some point to start, you know, adding the idea of massive storms coming your way and the durability of your shelter and what you made it out of actually has a factor in whether it survives a storm. So we pick that up. Ah, look, it is bugged. It was bugged, you see? We hold E. Excuse me. We hold E and notice the fire starts to build up. You see that? So we make the fire bigger, which makes it last longer. And in the meantime, this empty bucket, in quotes, which actually is full of water, is now distilling down into this. And if we take that, okay, if I just switch back to here, you'll see it says on it has 2 servings of water. You see that? Food, 2 servings. Although it says food, it really should say drink. So we click that, and then we click it twice, and that will hydrate him. And each one of those is going to give us 1 block of hydration. Then we put it back. That thing is obviously got some water in it, but it's not going to be full anymore. So what I want to go and do, let me try just crouching. I don't know if it was bugged or not. Does that look like it's got water in it? It does to me. So I'm pretty certain that's got water in. It looks like it's got water in. Okay, now then, let's see. Durability of the axe is 50%, so we need to start thinking about that later. What I'm going to do now is break these guys up into logs. And then I'll show you how we can build some kind of simple first stab at a shelter. Which I'll probably build very close to our current shelter. Because I quite like it here. We're in a bit of a... Actually, thinking about it, if you look, we're in like this thing, what do they call this? It's like cut off with rock. Which means it's calm. It's like a little pond area. In theory, you would get a lot of fish here. Notice the moon's got... Look at the shadow. Look at that. What's my guy's rest on? Look at that. So yeah, that's going down, which means the sunrise is about to happen. Which we need to go and see, because I love the sunrise. I think we can last through the whole day. But, as dawn breaks, I'm going to save it. And that is the end of episode 2. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. Please leave me a like if you did, and let me know your comments about the boar and what to name him. There he is. Is it Bernard, or is it something else, or is he Bacon? Bacon or Bernard? Let me know. Take care, guys. Happy surviving.